today we're gonna get some new fish for the saltwater fish tank, and we're gonna go to a new reptile store in town. It's probably the best one in town that I've seen. Really great enclosures, and then we're gonna finish the day off with some training with Ozzy here. So it'll be his first day of training. Are we ready? All right, let's get into the video. So the clownfish are doing pretty well. We have both the storms still kicking, doing good. The black and the orange, I don't even know what kind they are. One's orange, one's black, but anyway. Gonna throw in some food, and then we're gonna head off to the fish store, because hopefully today we can get some schooling fish. So these guys have been eating, they're eating, oh look, there he comes. Oh, I scared him. I'm sorry, dude. But we're gonna go to the store right now and see if we can get some schooling fish. We're gonna do a test of the water. And then the really exciting news is on Monday, I'm getting a croc monitor. I found one in LA. Really good price from a reputable breeder. I've been looking for ages to get one. My friend Tyler, if you've seen the video with him where he feeds his big king cobra, he was the one who suggested it. So we're gonna call it Tyler. But I need to get an enclosure. So there's a new reptile store in town. I'm gonna stop in, hopefully let us record there, show off some of their cool animals. And then, yeah. Hopefully they got a recommendation for an enclosure, because this thing apparently head to toe is 6 foot. I need something big. From that last video you guys seen it, that 600-gallon reef tank that the guy had, I'm actually trying to negotiate with him right now to buy the tank, because he's actually moving them all into a glass tank, and he has those sharks. They were rescued from a guy's house that had them literally trapped in his garage. He moved out, he dumped them, something like that. It's some weird story. So they're just sitting there in a stock tank. He doesn't know what to do with them. So technically I guess we're rescuing sharks. We're trying to figure it out, but let's get some water and then head off to the fish store. Nice. Nice. All right, so we're here, Aquatic Treasures. They're water testing. Hopefully we get some schooling fish today, add to the tank, start building it out. And then also they're gonna help me find a giant tank. So we need at least a 300 to 600 gallon tank for those sharks so we can bring them over. We're gonna call this guy up and see what we can come up with. Check out all these fish. Cut to the fish montage. All right, we passed the test, so he's gonna hook us up with fish. What's the coolest thing you think?
If it was me, I would do an Antheus, just because you get a lot of color.
All right, let's do that.
But
I think 3 would be good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, we're gonna get some yellow fish. All right, we got our 3 fish. And then next time, coral?
We'll do another set of fish after this. If everything looks good on the water test, I'll come out and do a water change.
Yeah.
And then coral.
All right.
Slow and steady though.
We're getting there. Remember the fish home. So they come from a different kind of water. This is like coral water, so I have to actually put them in by hand. So the first one's in there. And what we should have done, because I don't even remember what these are, but we should definitely start writing a list, because like all these fish have such interesting names, and I don't know, I'm not good with these scientific names. Here we go. We got all 3 in there. So they're schooling fish, so they're gonna swim together. I could have gotten like 5, but I didn't want to get too many, because I want to have a nice range of fish. So we have to wait a few more weeks to get the blue tangs and everything else, but we can get coral in the second visit from now. So that will be in 2 weeks from now. We'll be starting to introduce the first coral. They are helping me to try and get a 600-gallon fish tank. So we are definitely gonna do a shark tank. So we're gonna rescue those sharks that were stuck in that guy's garage that the other guy now has in that stock tank, like holding there. So we're getting those 3 sharks. And then I wanna add a black tip reef shark for sure, stingrays, pufferfish, and some eels. So there's gonna be an insanely cool fish tank setup. It's gonna be 600 gallons is the goal to begin with. And then eventually I'd love to do a couple of 1,000-gallon like giant pond that you could go scuba diving in. We'll give them a little bit and hopefully they'll pop out. So we got the fish, I found Karina, she got her hair done. And now we're here with
Blake at Ninth Island Reptiles.
So if you guys are in Vegas and you need anything reptile related, definitely come to his shop. But now he's gonna just whip us around the place and give us a quick tour. But like, first of all, this place is extremely clean. I've been to some reptile stores in Vegas and they're kind of,
but this is spacious and clean and very nice.
Yeah, you get a good, how big is this place?
This is a 2,000 square foot facility. So we have one half of our shop that's like our display room with all of our different animals that we have for sale or on display. And then the other side of our shop is all of our dry goods, live plants, any of our empty tanks, also with our rodent breeding room as well. So we have 2 different sides so that if you need all your dry goods, you go to one, and if you need your animals or want to look, you go to the other.
All right, let's see what some of the cool stuff you got.
Yeah, so this right here is a bromeliad boa. It's like a dwarf species of boa. Basically a small sized boa. They give live birth. Super rare. This is full size too. They don't get very big at all. Really awesome. Don't see them too often. They're fairly new to the pet trade. And I've had these guys for about a year now. Doing really well. That's a really rare dwarf boa.
How much
that we
they
carry.
go
for? Usually online they're going for about like $2,500 a piece.
Wow. See?
But yeah, we have our pair at $3,500.
See, I'd be terrified because like it's so little if it gets out, like finding that in a house.
It is a nightmare to find in a house.
That's
for
like when I
sure.
get little
Yeah.
small monitor lizards, and I'm always worried they're gonna get out, and I'm not gonna know where it is.
It is an absolute nightmare, especially with like the Kimberleys, because they can get so flat.
Yeah.
If they get into like a little crevice, you're never gonna find them. So
Yeah, that's wild.
those guys are pretty crazy. We have a couple of different species of dart frogs that are really cool. We have like our Mentrabilis on the bottom. We have a bunch of the different thumbnail dart frogs as well.
I need to get some of them. What about these? Can you get these from Zoomed?
The actual units, I
Yeah.
believe that I can. Yes, I think that's something that I can get for you.
Yeah, I need to do. I want to do a dart frog rack, but I want to get some cooler ones and do like a whole setup like this. And then you have the misting system running throughout the whole thing.
The misting system missed both of the units right here.
Oh,
all
that's
on
sick.
one system.
Sick.
Yeah, that's what
so-
I want to do. And then
Yeah.
you have the lights just sort of like inside the kind of thing.
Our main goal was basically in Vegas, a lot of the shops out here didn't show like the automation or like the new age like era of what I think is happening now with the Reptile game. Automated misting systems, automated lighting, fully bioactive. Bioactive in the last like couple of years has really taken off in our hobby. And so I just wanted to create a bunch of different tanks that have live plants and show you, you know, if you put the time and you do put the effort in, you can build a really beautiful enclosure. Even if it's something that's only an 18 by 18, you know, you
Yeah.
can really build something beautiful in a small little tank.
Do you maintain it by trimming any of the plants back?
The only
at all?
thing that we do on those tanks is we trim the plants back, which we haven't done on these yet because we are still a brand new store. We trim the plants back, but everything else is all taken care of. We sometimes wipe down the glass, and then we fill up our misting drum, and that's it.
That's exactly what I want to
It's
do.
very easy. It's really simple.
We'll
It
talk to
takes
you about
care of
that.
itself.
I'll talk to you about doing one of these.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, definitely. We have a bunch of different tegus. We have black and white.
So you just pick these ones up, right?
We did just get these from somebody who had a big collection, didn't want their animals anymore. They are a little bit emaciated, so like something like this, for example, we're not gonna go and sell it to somebody right off the bat. My biggest goal is to make sure that somebody gets something super healthy that's gonna succeed for them at home. The last thing I want is somebody to get an animal from me, it's sick, it doesn't do well. It just leaves a bad experience, a bad taste in their mouth, and I want them to succeed in the reptile business
Yeah.
and reptile hobby, and that's my goal. So like these guys we took in, they do need a little bit of work. Beautiful animals, very large. You don't see a bunch of large tegus that often in Vegas, so I figured we better rescue them a little bit and give them some
Hell yeah.
give them some treatments, and then eventually they'll get to full size. This is our Bolin's python.
This is a sick enclosure.
So this is
See?
our male Bolin's python. It's originally from New England Reptile Distributors, Nerd.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I need to go
Kevin
visit them.
and them.
I'm supposed to go visit them.
This is all bioactive, all living soil.
Did you put like the fake rock ledges in?
I did do all the custom backgrounds.
How
That's
did you
all
did you
me.
make it yourself?
I did make it all myself. Yes, we did both of the backgrounds on both of our enclosures. Everything that you see that's in shop
so
is all custom made backgrounds by me or my team. This is one of the they're absolute puppy dog tame. They are some of the best snakes that you can get in the hobby.
That's cool. Is that full size?
Really rare. No. This is just a juvenile. They can get up to like about 7 or 8 feet is a common size for them.
wow.
Yeah.
He doesn't bite or
So
anything?
he's just a little one. No, not at all. Not at all.
insane.
He's never. Yeah,
That's
guys.
really cool.
Oh, you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Beautiful snake. Definitely one of the
Yeah,
rarest snakes
super
you can get in the
pretty.
hobby, though. You don't see them too often. They do come with a price tag for sure.
This one's sick.
So beautiful.
Yeah, so that's our male Bolin's python. I am working on doing a breeding project with these with another company out here. So hopefully within the next couple of years, we will definitely have some clutches coming out of these guys. That is one of my main goals to have.
That one's sick.
Especially because they are super, super rare. They're just so awesome and they get so big. They're like I saw an adult male last week for the first time.
Yeah.
And its head was like literally about that fat. They're just massive animals. And then over here we have
Sick.
these
Look at
are
this enclosure. This enclosure is amazing.
so this is made by Tamura Design. My buddy Dale, who lives out in Inglewood, California, he does and makes all of these tanks not only for us, did he do these custom, but he does them for tons of different places around the country. He does them for tons of zoos out here. He makes the top of the line, state-of-the-art equipment. He can do tanks however you want. In my opinion, he's the best in the game. I really truthfully believe that. He has great customer service. He does great product. He's quick. If you want nice stuff and you care about your animals, Dale's definitely the way to go.
Okay,
Tamura Design.
question.
Yeah.
So did he do just the framing, or because you said you do all the inside?
So
yourself,
Dale
right?
just builds the actual cages themselves, and then we went in and went ahead and built the backgrounds. So what we did is we basically took XPS board, you slap it up into the sides, you cut it out how you want it. Then we covered this in Zoopoxy and then covered it in dry lock to give it, because these guys have such sharp nails, you have to use some kind of epoxy for their nails, otherwise
that
it'll
makes
just
sense.
shred right through the dry lock and the foam. We built this tank out for them, and this is my male and female blue tree monitor pair. These guys now are, on December 26th of last year, they were put on the endangered species list. So you can no longer transport them state line to state line as of right now. They're on a temporary hold for, I believe it's 240 days. The only way for you to get one if you live in Nevada is if you can find somebody in Nevada that has
them, yeah.
And these ones have had babies before, so they are definitely super rare.
Put me on the list.
Yeah, I'd love to get babies out of them in the future. It's definitely something that's a passion project of mine, and I'm very fortunate to be able to work with some awesome animals like that.
Yeah, that's sick.
But that's definitely some of my cooler ones, and I'll pull out another one.
These enclosures are so sick. Like this is what we need to be building, right? See like the actual scape inside there? Because my enclosures do not look like this right now. So this is the goal, to get stuff to look like this. Definitely we want to get stuff looking like this. This looks like more like a zoo quality sort of enclosure, you know? What are you guys doing? Your children over there playing around?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see where I was going. Alright, what?
Sorry, I want to get one of these. He seems friendly.
He's not friendly.
He's chill.
He's not friendly.
He just needs to put some size on.
This is another cool one. This is a Womena Highland green tree python. This is a sub-adult female. We have plans on breeding her in the future. We have a sickness line male that's like pretty much all blue. He has some black dots on his head, but should be able to throw some absolutely crazy green tree pythons in the future. Normally green trees are pretty aggressive,
I was gonna
but
say,
I know, but he's like
ours are very tame. We got very lucky with the ones that we have. They don't bite. They've never tried to bite me. They're just very great animals.
I don't know how. That's insane.
Yeah, it's really a crazy feeling to be able to hold a snake that's notorious for being just the nastiest snake in the hobby. But yeah, this is definitely one of our other really, really rare cool snakes as well that we have in store.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for showing us around. So
Yeah,
you guys
of
in
course.
Vegas, check them out. I'll link them below so you can have a look. But now we're gonna go home and train the dog.
Yes, let's go training.
So now we're back from the reptile shop. Earlier this morning, I actually did a session with the dog trainer, with Ozzy, who's right there.
Ozzy?
And I taught him some new tricks. So while Karina was out getting her hair done for like 10 freaking hours, she was gone all day.
Don't I look pretty though?
In the comments below, tell me if this was worth 10 hours and like $2,000 or whatever it was. How much do they charge you for this?
I shall not say, she was very nice.
Anyway, so we had the dog trainer over and he showed us he showed me, not you, a bunch of different commands with the dog. The cool thing is they said that Ozzy learned 6 weeks worth of commands in one lesson. So
That's
that's
crazy.
really, really good. But let's see if
I
he
shall
can,
be the judge of that.
well, let's see if he can still actually do them. So the first thing is we have to teach him how, like what his name is. So we got to stand apart from each other, right?
Okay.
So to teach him, we have to you have to whistle and then say his name or like
Okay.
just call him. So let me do it.
Issue
Ready?
number 1.
And then you go, I'll show you. And then you do,
I can't whistle.
okay, well, no, you can make a click sound and go like
Okay.
this. Okay, ready?
Okay.
So you go, Ozzy, Ozzy, come. And you point. And then what you do is this. See, he already knows the game. See, he's too smart. Because what you have to do is you have to smell it and you say sit and you raise your hand like that. So, but you don't, you let him go down. And you go, sit, look, and he has to look in your eyes. And then you go like this. Come on. Down, down. Oh, he didn't do the right thing. Ready? Sit. Good boy. Oh. Let's get down, down. Good boy. Now you get a treat.
Well done, oh my goodness.
So this is the tricks, right? So you say Ozzy and you say come and you have to point with your finger like this.
Oh, he knows already, look at him.
I know, so you gotta point with
He
your
knows
finger.
Mama loves him.
But then when you say sit, you have to do the hand motion up like this. And when he does that, you go like this. And then you go sit. That's the hand motion for sit. So eventually you won't have to say sit anymore.
So
you just go like this. He's too smart because he figured out the game. And then you can kind of like let him like lick the treat, right? And then you have him come down. And then you say down. Oh, but he has to go all the way down. So sit.
That's very relaxed situation.
Down. Good boy. And then you say down only once. And then you give him the treat once. On the way down, you say down. And when his breastbone touches the ground, that's when it's over.
Ozzy, come. Sit. Good boy. Look. Now smell.
And then leave him down. There you go.
Down. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, he did
It's
it.
like that.
Good boy. Well done. Well done. You love baby.
Anyway, so we did that. We also learned the crate command, and so you lead him in there and say crate, and then you bring him out and you say free when you open the door. But that's it. Anyway, so today we got some new fish. We made some new friends at the reptile store, which I think is going to be a really good friendship because that guy knows how to really make the enclosures look really, really cool. And we taught the dog some new tricks. So until tomorrow, catch you later.
Bye.